Welcome back to Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilly. I have a very special guest with me today, our newest commissioner on the Board of Commissioners, Mr. Freeman Hardison. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Joel.
It's been, what has it been, a month yet since you've been on?
Almost a month.
Almost a month. Of course, you took over on the Board of Commissioners after the late Joe Gurley passed away. And you knew Joe for many years.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Joe and I met through politics, but we became friends through adversity. Hurricane Matthew, that's what brought us together.
That's right.
Yeah. Joe would take phone calls at 1 o'clock in the morning.
And you were blowing him up, too.
I was, along with some of my neighbors,
I want you to talk a little bit about that. You've been in Wayne County how long now?
I've been in Wayne County for almost 11 years now.
11 years. Mm-hmm. And you are, you're right off, you're in the area that always floods, right?
I was on Hood Drive, over by the big barn.
So you've been
Hood Drive has become famous.
Yeah. And so what got you into politics?
Basically, believe it or not, they're just helping folks. I got involved in the Republican Party, by accident. Somebody came by to sell me reverse drawing tickets. We ended up talking for 2 hours. I've been a lifelong Republican. But anyhow, got involved in that, then moved on to basically the hospital board, GWTA, just to help the citizens of Wayne County.
You have served on a lot of different boards, which I think makes you a great commissioner because you've seen kind of how all these boards have to work together for the betterment of Wayne County.
They do. And that's the main thing here is working for all the citizens of Wayne County, not just one group or another group, but all the citizens of Wayne County.
Yeah.
And with the commissioner's spot, I can do more than I could on the hospital board. I'm still on the hospital board, by the way, but some of these other boards.
That's great. Now, I want you to talk a little bit about, before you moved to Wayne County, you kind of been all over the place.
Yep. And I was born and raised, I was raised in Sampson County.
Yeah.
Outside of Newton Grove. Went to school at Hardison High School. Left the farm at 17 to go to college. Had a presidential scholarship from North Carolina A&T. Then I did a work study. And with the work study, I would work a semester, go to school a semester after my sophomore year there. And that led me to my wife, who was up in Connecticut.
Nice.
So I spent 40 years in Connecticut, but it was never home.
Yeah.
Never home. But during that time, I worked for American Cyanamid, which is a chemical company. I'm a chemist by training. But my laboratory closed after 29 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So for about a year, I was out of work. Then I got a job with Kraft Foods. Actually, it's Cadbury Candies. Now it's Kraft Foods. As a business manager, not a business manager, business analyst. Did that for about 2 years, then moved over to the data side of things. I've always been a computer geek.
Yeah.
Moved over to the technical data side of things. Rose up to technical data manager, which took me to London, India, and Taiwan. So spent a lot of time in India.
You know, when I was putting together your bio for the website, I read this resume, and I was like, wow, he's been around a little bit.
I've been around. My grandfather would say, not bad for a poor old country boy who is tongue-tied.
Well, and it's very true because, I mean, doing all that data stuff, I mean, that was, you went from the farm to that. I mean, that was really a complete 180.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And it just shows the biggest thing I learned from my grandfather was hard work and self-respect for others. Yeah. And that's what I've done. Just put in the work, put in the time. You're responsible for your own life, in my opinion, anyhow. And if one door closes, kick it in or go through another door. Yeah. So.
And it's interesting because it sounds like your grandfather was way ahead of his time because those two values still hold true today.
They do.
We always need to respect one another and be hard workers.
Exactly.
When you worked for Cadbury, did you get free Cadbury eggs? Because that's what I would be interested in.
I hate Cadbury eggs.
Really? That's my one Easter candy that I love.
Yeah. Well,
that's funny.
It's funny. We did get to test out all the new products that were coming down the line and so on and so forth. But you'd be surprised what goes into one of those eggs.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't want to know. Now, so you were in Connecticut. What brought you back to Wayne County?
Well, the thing was, after second job with Cadbury, when Kraft took over, I had an assignment over in India. I came back from that, worked for about 6 months while the merger was going on, and then they decided to close that project down. I was in the global technical data management section, and I was the manager there. So they decided to close it down, and I became redundant. Okay. So after that, I did about maybe 2 years of one of my favorite hobbies is restoring cars, classic cars.
Yeah.
Mustangs and Fieros, those are my two favorite. I did that until the economy crashed, and I ended up with parts and cars that nobody wanted to pay for because I was funding the parts out of my own pocket. And so I said, the heck with this, I'm going home. Okay. My wife had about 3 more years. Matter of fact, she's down here with me now, but she did 50 years on her job. The same job,
Wow.
same company where we met. So I said, I'm going home. So she and I came down looking for properties every 5 years prior, where every time we would come down, we'd go look for properties.
Yeah.
And I found this place out in Grantham on Hood Drive. I tell you, it was my piece of paradise.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what kept me here.
That's great. That's a
Yeah.
really cool story. And you still are into the restoring the cars.
Yes, I am. Yes,
Still
I am.
doing that.
Yes, I am. And funny story, I have a 66 Mustang right now that I was restoring prior to my cat was already restored. I drove it down here from Connecticut.
Wow.
Okay, no problem with it whatsoever. Matthew hit. Though you couldn't even see the car with the water.
There's problems with it
so
now.
high. Well, I started restoring it again.
Really?
New engine, bought interior parts and so on and so forth. Then Florence hit.
You just can't catch a break with this.
Can't catch a break. So
That's great.
So I've got a 66 and a 70 Mustang and 2 Fieros sitting over there now that I'm trying to start restoring
Yeah.
again.
In all that spare time that you have, right?
And that's the problem.
Yep,
That's
yep.
the problem. No spare time any longer.
That's great. So you've been on the commissioner board for, like we said, about a month now.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things you're looking forward to about serving on the board of commissioners?
Biggest thing with serving on the board of commissioners right now, helping the people of Mount Olive is one thing. Trying to get a fire station down there, that's
Yep.
a biggie there. Making sure the people of Grantham are still, and I'm not leaving out Rosewood and the other parts of
Yeah.
my district, but the people of Grantham are still basically have damage from Florence
Yeah.
and Matthew. And for some reason, we just can't seem to get the funds flowing our
Yeah.
way. And so if I can help those folks out, I think I've done my job.
It's incredible when you see some of the stuff coming down from the state level, and they're like, "Have you had damage from Hurricane Matthew?" And people are like, "Matthew was so many years ago," but a lot of people that haven't been involved in it don't understand that there's still
Yeah.
funding that's being distributed from these
That's
hurricanes.
exactly right. Right now, I purchased another property because I just can't take another flood on Hood
Yeah.
Drive. But I'm still paying taxes on Hood Drive, still paying homeowners insurance on Hood Drive, still paying my small business loan on Hood Drive,
Yep.
and flood insurance for
Yeah.
a property I technically can't live in.
It's tough.
It is. But there's people worse off than me.
Yeah.
You know, so at least I was able to buy another place, but there's some people still living with family members and so on and so forth.
Great. If people want to get in touch with you, of course, all your information's on the website.
Yes,
You're
it
always
is.
open for people to reach out, shoot them an email. Very accessible. Anything else you'd like to talk about today, sir?
Well, if you want to get in touch with me, the best way to do it is by text.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Good
call
deal.
me, but it may take me a few minutes to
Yeah.
get back to you.
And all that information's on the website, so you can head to
Yes.
waynegov.com, look under the Board of Commissioners tab, and you'll find Mr. Hardison's
Yeah.
information. But we're excited to have you.
Thank you,
Of course,
sir.
you've got you're going to be with us for a little while now, so really looking forward to some good things coming
Yep.
from you. And anytime you got anything to talk about, we're here for you.
And folks, get out and vote.
Absolutely,
That's the biggest thing.
Absolutely, make sure
That's the
you're
biggest
you're all
thing.
registered up, and 'cause it's going to be here soon.
Soon, at about 58 more days?
50, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
This year's flying by.
It is.
I
It
think
is.
this COVID stuff has made this year just whiz on by. Sir, thank you for coming and talking with us today.
Joe, no problem, sir.
Again,
Good
if
to be
you
here.
we'll do the fist pump there. Again, if you have anything you'd like to reach out, if you're in Mr. Hardison's district or you just need something taken care of on the Board of Commissioners, he's always available. You can find out who your commissioner is and get in touch with your commissioner at waynegov.com. Just click under Board of Commissioners there. Commissioner Hardison, thank you again, sir.
Thank you,
and,
sir.
We'll look forward to some more good things coming from the Board of Commissioners.
Good. We'll do our best.
Thank you.